Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this video I will be comparing two watercolor sets on and doing two quick ink and wash landscape paintings. The first one will be an inexpensive set from Aliexpress with 36 half pans that costs around 19 euros at the time of recording. I bought this set 2 years ago for about 11 euros. For the second painting I will be using Schmincke watercolors that cost about the same in Europe as Daniel Smith in the US. To be able to better compare these two, I decided to swatch the primaries with similar shades to see if there would be any difference. I'm not sure about the color names in the Pretty Excellent range, but I chose colors that look like French ultramarine, a pinkish red, maybe alizarin crimson, and a slightly warmer yellow. I chose similar colors from the Schmincke palette. As you can see from the swatches, the cheap paints re-wet easily, are very transparent and vibrant. They have a slight drying shift, but it's not more noticeable than with artist grade paints. They mixed nicely and produced clean mixes. It was a joy to use the Pretty Excellent paint. There are two things that I would consider before buying them though. The light fastness of these paints is not the best. Kimberly Crick Art did a review of these on her channel, and some of the colors were not light fast. It's not a big deal if you want to paint in a sketchbook and don't want to hang your pieces on the wall. I personally wouldn't buy them again. I don't go through enough paint to use it up or only for practice pieces. Some pieces are already on my wall or were given as gifts, even if they're not the best paintings out there. I also wouldn't want to give these to my daughter because I would love for her pieces to last. The second reason I wouldn't buy these again is the lack of refills, or at least I'm not aware of them being available in tubes. So for beginners on a budget and for older kids, I would rather go for the Van Gogh watercolor, as the range is of great quality and at least in Europe it's very affordable. It's also available open stock in tubes and half pans. Let me know if you're interested in a review and a demo of the Van Goghs. The second painting was done with the Schmincke Horadam, which is my favorite watercolor brand of all brands that I've tried so far. I love it for the smooth texture. It can't be captured on a video, it's just such a smooth texture on a brush and on paper. I love many different brands for different reasons, and I've collected different palettes over the last 3 years, but I tend to grab my Schmincke palette most often. The vibrancy of paint is very similar to Pretty Excellent paints, but the French ultramarine has a beautiful granulation that the cheaper paint doesn't have. I know not everyone is a granulation fan, but I love it. As you can see from the dry swatches and paintings, they look very similar. Apart from the granulation in the Schmincke French Ultramarine, I don't see much of a difference. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon for another video. Bye!